Hello and welcome to the Quiver channel. I am Jason, your host, and we are just heading down to the post box. I'm going to post a letter. That might seem like such a normal thing, but for many years of my life it was impossible. I couldn't leave the house, I couldn't do anything. Now on this Quingo, on my mobility scooter, I can leave the house. I can explore, I can go places. And it's like, woohoo! This is such a good thing. We're going to go around here and we're going to cross over here. A bit of a thingy, so I'm going to turn around here to be on the right angle. Oh, we went over there, they're still doing roadworks here. So yes, this is just my normal wander around. Nice morning, I had my fuel this morning. My stomach's okay. So I'll go down and post this and then go home. But yeah, posting a letter is such a normal thing to do. But for 3 years I couldn't do. If I had to send a legal letter off or something like that, I had to go onto the Royal Mail system and order a courier to come and pick it up from my house. I could not leave my house because of the way my brain works and the way being outside the house would be so horrible and affect me in such a bad way. Remember, I'm non-functioning when I'm outside the house, but this is my mobile safe space. And with my mobile safe space, I can leave. I can go places. I can do all those normal things. I can visit shops. I can do shopping. But this is just another example of one of those little simple things that for many years of my life I wasn't able to do. And now I can. And it's like awesome. It makes me so happy to have the freedom of it. Texting. It's amazing how many people, when they're texting and that, they just don't see. I could have run into that guy so easily if I didn't know he was there, just walking, completely oblivious to anything. Right, before I just go a bit further, I'm going to get the letter out so I don't have to stop for long at the actual thingy. It's just a simple letter. It's a feedback to my solicitor. They asked for me to do a feedback thing, which I don't mind doing at all. I don't mind doing that at all. My solicitor's been very, very good. Cross over this. These big little road culverts on here. Best to cross them slowly. I love the control that I have on there. So I'll post this in the post box here. There we are. Now, let's just turn around. Whee! Oh, I love it all. I am so lucky to be able to do all this. I'd say I'm back up to about 95% of what I was before the norovirus hit me. I'm still a bit exhausted, and that's to do with my body having very, very, very slow pickup of calories and very, very gradual pickup of energy from food and nutrition and all the stuff you need. So that's why it took so long to get over norovirus. My stomach is still not 100%, but I'd say 95% of what I was there. Now that may actually, I may never get to 100% because stuff like this can affect someone with my issues in that way. So we're going to go and go through the smaller park and just have a mellow. See, the whole point is, I can go out and I can stay out as long as I want, really. I just have to. I think it's like I can just stay out and it's like, I can do stuff. I can go places. I can explore. Or I can do a simple thing like going out and posting a letter. I have that independence now. This is what mobility scooters and that are for. When it comes to being disabled, a disabled person doesn't want special treatment, doesn't want to be better than anybody else, just wants the ability, the simple ability to do what you do every day. Just wants the ability to actually I will push it. Oh, that was a bit of a battle. That was I missed took while I was going around the corner there. Oopsie. You're probably wondering why I got freaked out by that bang. Because I know it was just the very corner of the canopy's solid looking steel thingy just hitting a little thingy. So it wasn't a bad thing. It didn't do any damage and that, it just bashed it a little tiny bit. And let's face it, this is not a brand new system and it is always going to have little bashes like that. That's the first time I've hit my front of my thingy on anything. Kind of interesting. Doobie doobie doobie, lots of geese. So, Jason's having a very good day. I usually don't cross there, and sometimes when you're crossing new places, it's hard to judge. It was the turning. I turned into something that was there. I accelerated to get across the road, and I turned, but I hit the corner of a thingy with just the very corner of it. Not enough to do any damage. I love this crossing, it's so well done, so well engineered this new road is. I'll be happy when they've done the road all the way down, because the way they've done it for disabled friendly and all that, and it's brilliant, really nice. We're going to go this way and head around here, and then we're going to go home. Part of me wants to get off and look if I did what I know there's no damage, but I want to look if I scratched the actual thingy. Don't mind if I did, but part of me very curious about that. But of course, getting off my mobility scooter, even to walk around it to the other side, can be a bit issuey for my brain. So I have to be careful. I have to be aware. It's far better I go back home and then have a look at it. But I'm pretty sure I can see from here that there's no actual damage. Of course, I do expect over time to have a few knocks and bumps on this canopy, especially seeing as some places it's hard to get around. And I expect that at some point in time in the future I'll start to have to have duct tape on certain things and have little scuffs and marks that'll have to be covered up with a bit of duct tape and that. But that's just going to personalise it. Let's go around. Let's go to the fountain. It's coming up to food time. In fact, it is food time for me. I'm going to have I'm going to cook a little meal. I'm changing the way. See, sometimes I get tired during the day, especially because I'm not fully back to normal. So my body gets worn out during the day, far more than it did before norovirus. So I'm about 3 in the afternoon. I usually need to go fall on the floor, fall on the bed. I feel like I'm going to fall on the floor, so I fall on the bed. And so it's a really nice. Well, what was I thinking? Oh yeah, I was talking about food, wasn't I? So yeah. So normally I would have at 11 o'clock I'd have a Huel, which is a small meal, and then at 2 o'clock I'd have my lunch, my big meal, one of my big meals, and then another Huel later on. So, but if I do that and I decide after about 2:30 that I need to go to sleep, then I can't go to sleep easily because my stomach and the issues I have with my stomach will cause nausea and issues, and might even cause me to have very bad issues. So I'm going to have a bigger meal at about 11 when I get home. Wee, meep, meep. And then we'll go from there. And I'll have a small meal later. I might even have my afternoon meal after I've been to bed. I'll see how that affects me, whether or not it's easy for me to have my nap. Yeah, because of my problems with my stomach and that, and when I had bowel cancer, having 40% of my bowels removed type thing, my body doesn't absorb nutrients in that. So when you have something like norovirus that empties out your system and everything, it's very hard for you to come back from that. No idea what's in the way. Right, this is where we stop. So, bye bye for now.